Let's face it, it can sometimes feel like work, having to keep up with tidying and cleaning your apartment or home. There are many times where we as women just don't feel like it. Sometimes we feel down, sad, depressed, or stressed out from work, and all we want to do is to sit back, relax, and rest. But as the hours or even days go by, we are met with the accumulation of an unkept place. Now, I've experienced this myself all too many times, and I've seen a lot of ladies share their struggles with this on social media. As a woman who has struggled for many years with keeping her apartment consistently tidy, I'm happy to say that I'm now in a place where I've grasped the art of cleanliness, and I would like to share some tips with you so you too can get to a place where cleanliness and tidiness does not feel like it's work. One of the first things that helped me to become more tidy is removing excessive and unnecessary possessions from my space. Take a step back and look at your surroundings. Do you see any items that are just laying around in your day-to-day space that you barely ever use? If so, I would suggest you finding them a new space to occupy. You can put these unnecessary items away in boxes, tucked out of sight, or even give them away to someone who would actually utilize them. Think of it this way, it's less hassle to clean a clear space than a cluttered space. So clean your surfaces, store open packages of snacks away, remove infrequently used appliances from your kitchen counter like your blender, rice cooker, or juicer. You can easily take them out from the cupboard when you are ready to use them. If there are any bathroom or cosmetic products that you no longer use, throw them away. This one was hard for me to do at first because I always felt like this product had a purpose somewhere. But now I have thrown away so many products that I barely ever used out. There has never been a time where I've actually missed it. Try asking yourself, would I actually miss this if I threw it away? Tip number 2, clothes control. Often, clothes is the most common culprit of a messy place. First, let's begin by tackling the dirty clothes. Begin by setting a laundry routine that helps you to minimize the accumulation of dirty clothes. If you happen to have an in-unit washer and dryer, lucky you, it may be best to do laundry twice a week, for example on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Or if you happen to go to a laundromat, I would recommend doing laundry at least once a week. Now, if your laundry basket tends to overfill, try to keep your dirty clothes in a large enough hamper to avoid having clothes on the floor or toppled over. And when you are done doing your laundry, immediately put the clothes away. Try not to have it sitting in the dryer or laundry basket for days. And remember, by doing laundry more often, you have less clothes to put away with each load. Now, as far as clean clothes go, what really helped me to keep my clothes from accumulating all over the place was donating clothes that I no longer used. Honestly, doing so can clear your closet space by about 50% to your everyday wearable clothing attire. Another thing that I did was that I placed the majority of my clothes on hangers and organized them with color coordination or into going out clothes, working clothes, and casual clothes. It really all depends on my mood. But that way, whenever I am looking for something to wear, it is a quick grab and go. Also, after I am done trying something on, I place the piece of clothing back on the hanger before I grab another one to try on. This has made a huge difference in reducing the amount of mess when I am going out. Tip number 3, clean up as you go along throughout your day. I think this is one of the most important steps here. If you are entering from room to room and you see something that's out of place, it's only going to take a few seconds to put it back. Small things accumulate to big things over time. So if you take small actions of putting things back in place, you can avoid creating a bigger problem. And we all know that bigger problems take a lot more energy to resolve. If you come across 3 dishes in the sink, wash the 3 dishes or place them in the dishwasher. Pick up your shoes from off the floor and place them on the shoe rack. Wipe down the messy counters and then continue on to your day. Tip number 4, go with the mentality that everything has a place. You can use this tip in conjunction with the previous tip. If you have just finished using your blow dryer, for example, and you're about to put it down, take a pause and think to yourself, everything has a place. Now go and find the designated place that you keep your blow dryer. I created a habit out of this technique that whenever I am done using an item, I try my best to find its designated place immediately. Another great tip that helps to keep your space tidy is by setting boundaries. This is especially for those who live with their partner, family members, or have friends and relatives who visit often. The cleanliness of your space says a lot about who you are and influences the way in which it is treated and respected by others. I have a friend who keeps her apartment impeccably clean and well organized. From the moment that I would step into her apartment, every single action of mine would be geared towards ensuring that I kept up to her clean standards. I would be so cautious as to where I would put my shoes, my jacket, etc. By creating a first impression of a high standard of cleanliness, you can easily influence others to do the same and to abide by it. However, it may be more challenging to influence others if you are known to be a bit more messy or untidy. Ladies, don't worry. As you begin the transition to a cleaner and neater life, there will be times where you would need to give that constant and firm redirection to others. You can begin to encourage them to start respecting your newly transforming space, set clear and firm boundaries. Lastly, acknowledge your progress. This does not happen overnight. As a matter of fact, it takes about 21 days for a habit to be made. So pat yourself on the back even when you take small steps and make small progress. Set a small or short-term goal. Try keeping your room or bathroom clean for a day. You can start with the counter or the bed or the floor. Just start. You do not need to make such a big change overnight. Remember, small choices become actions. Actions become habits, and habits become our way of life. Thank you so much for watching this episode on Real Life Femininity. Comment down below your thoughts on this. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content. Have a great day, a great week, and see you ladies in the next video.